this Lakers New York Knicks game was a grinder, straight out the 90s, early 2000s. Very physical, very defensive minded set of basketball being played tonight. And you could tell with the score because this game went into overtime and the final score was the Lakers up 101 to 99 against the New York Knicks. So, yeah. And of course, having two defensive minded coaches like Tom Thibodeau and Frank Vogel only adds to it. But the game was very physical. The refs let them play tonight. I hear fans complain about the officiating and the refs all the time, but I don't think you can be too mad with them tonight. They let them play, and yeah, there was some stuff that should have been called that you may see typically called in other games, but it wasn't tonight. One example was the big fourth quarter three that Julius Randle hit over AD. I'm pretty sure AD got some contact on him, but they didn't call it, and it was just a tough shot by Randle. You gotta take your hat off to him for that. Randle was hitting a lot of tough shots tonight. Him and Derrick Rose hit some tough shots, but thankfully the Lakers were able to pull out this game and get a win. Thanks to the efforts of Kyle Kuzma, Wesley Matthews, Andre Drummond, Anthony Davis, and of course Talon Horton-Tucker, even though he was tunnel vision Tucker, or Talon Horton turnovers at times, because he was up and down throughout the fourth and in overtime, had some really bad turnovers, some sloppy stuff, but he buries a big shot to win the game in overtime by hitting a big three. So, yeah, that's THT for you, man. Love-hate relationship. Plays really well and then plays god-awful at times, and that was what he was in overtime tonight. Played god-awful before he hit that shot. But he also had some other good points in overtime, and how we even got to overtime was Wesley Matthews getting an offensive board and getting a putback, and that, sends into overtime after Kentavious Caldwell-Pope misses a corner three. But yeah, very nice game. It was a very good game. It was refreshing because, more defense, less scoring, a lot of shot clock violations. Playing good defense, forcing bad shots, and yeah, both teams playing pretty well. I would have to say Julius Randle outplayed Anthony Davis tonight, and it's because AD's mid-range just wasn't falling the way you used to seeing it. Well, Anthony Davis was able to step up big and play some clutch defense. And, he played some clutch defense on Randle when they sent the double team, a very smart double team to force a turnover late in the game. I believe it was either Kentavious Caldwell-Pope or Wesley Matthews that helped. And yeah, they was able to force a turnover after that. They made Randle travel. They just suffocated him. But very impressive game. Kuzma was very hot in the first half, especially in the second quarter. I believe he had 16 and he finished off that half with 18 points. He cooled off in the second half, but you needed that scoring punch in the first. And of course, Lakers went through a classic offensive drought where the Knicks go on a 9-0 run because they don't score anything for 5-6 minutes, it felt like. But again, they're able to somehow persevere and fight through and get the W. Andre Drummond had a pretty good game tonight. He was 18 and 16, and he said he felt a lot more normal, and that's good because that's what you need Drummond to do. Also chipped in with a couple of blocks, so yeah, that's stuff you need. I think it was either 1 block or 3 assists, so not a couple of blocks, a couple of assists. But that's all the Drummond you need. And you need him to be, that hard on the boards, get a couple of blocks, and make a nice pass every once in a while. That's what you need from Andre Drummond. One thing is, I'm tired of seeing our fans call Anthony Davis soft. The correct word would be fragile, because he does get bumped a lot, he does get hurt quite a bit, and he does hit the deck a lot. But don't know why people are calling him soft, because he is playing through some injuries or some nagging pains and all that. Because if he didn't play, if he sat out, then he doesn't care about winning, blah blah blah, he's soft, blah blah blah. I think fragile and clumsy is the correct verbiage when it comes to him, because him hurting himself off that missed jump shot and walking back into the score sign or little advertising sign, and that's just him being clumsy and lacking spatial awareness. But yeah, I won't say he's soft, because him playing through injuries this year, coming back off an injury, and playing through injuries in the Western Conference Finals and the Finals, don't think you can call him soft for that. I really don't. But I wouldn't be surprised if he missed tomorrow's game, because it is a back-to-back, and LeBron James returning tomorrow. So I think LeBron James and the rest of the company, except for Dennis Schroeder and Caruso, they should be able to beat the Rockets. Like, even with LeBron being rusty, you should be able to beat the Rockets. The Rockets just aren't a good team right now. They're like the bottom in the West. But they're playing good. After that, they'll get a couple days off. Maybe then Schroeder comes back against the Pacers. And, you know, the current seeding is still 7th and 8th, with the Lakers being 7th seed and the Warriors being the 8th seed. But there could be some seeding changes when it comes to Memphis Grizzlies and the Warriors playing in the next couple of days. So we'll have to wait and see on that for the final play-in matches. But yeah, another solid win. They needed it, and with that out the way, y'all stay safe, and I'm out.